Hello and welcome to Diary episode 174 on the 2nd of June 2021. This, as my previous couple have been, is going out on YouTube and also being podcast, so the audio has been stripped and retransmitted. Thank you for joining me. Just a quick one. Oh my good Lord, 23 degrees already. My God. Just a quick one because I've got a Zoom meeting in about 20 minutes. Despite the fact I've won my case with the Ombudsman, I've still not had any response from the Ombudsman. So I've had to put a complaint in about that. I've still not had any repairs done by the council, so I've had to put a complaint in about that. And yesterday I put in probably 7 or 8 complaints. I'm not too sure. I can't keep track of them easily because of the way they respond. The council responds with just the reference number. So I don't know what complaints are at what stage because the reference numbers mean nothing to me. And despite the fact they won't give me the evidence, despite the fact that Romana, who works for Waltham Forest Council, said in a meeting, you don't have to use the portal, there are other means of getting in touch. Every time you get a communication from complaints, they send you to the portal. Well, sorry, I'm fed up of trying to use that bloody thing. The boys are finding it a bit too hard. Oh, the irony about the complaints I put in is I've got one going in against Mark Hines because it's his policy that he said wasn't being invoked or wasn't being invoked incorrectly. I can't remember what he said, but he didn't say it wasn't being invoked incorrectly. So a complaint goes in. He should have known because it was his policy. I'm still trawling through to find my housing officer's emails over the last couple of years and see if they've actually dealt with my complaints correctly at all, which I don't think they have, but it's a long process for me. Hopefully the sound, I've been testing the sound for a couple of days now and it seems okay now. What else is happening? Oh, I've got my gardening done. I've resown the grass with new seeds, so they should have grass for the rest of the summer with any luck. I've also got some herbs in. Not sure the mint will not strangle everything else, but we'll see. At least it will give me some fresh herbs on the windowsill. And I just have to make sure I keep picking them, even if I'm not using them, because otherwise it will get pot bound and blah, blah, blah. I've still heard nothing back from not only the Ombudsman, but I've emailed some solicitors about claiming compensation. I've heard nothing back from the NHS. I've heard nothing back from anyone. I had Mary come round yesterday on a spur, which was nice seeing her again. I'm still waiting for my Pro. I ordered Pro Plus probably about 3 weeks ago now. I'm going to have to contact them on eBay because I tried it on Amazon. Didn't get delivered. They're still marked up as delivered, but they refunded me. Then I contacted someone on eBay and, well, I don't know. All I'm happy about is I won my case with the Ombudsman and they agreed that the policy wasn't being implemented correctly. And I've got justification to have my cases re-examined because the complaints team, I put all this to the complaints team last year and they said I wasn't being treated under the unreasonable behaviour policy. And twice last week they tried sanctioning me under the unreasonable behaviour policy when they haven't, Waltham Forest Housing have not contacted me for 6 months. So I'd like to know how they justify it. I'm not going to appeal this. I've written to the Ombudsman about this because if you appeal it, then you agree with the sanction. I don't agree with the way they've sanctioned it because they haven't got any recent evidence. They can't sanction me just for putting complaints in because they mistreated me. Because that is a mistreatment in itself. So, there we are. The website is now more or less up and running. I broke it a couple of times. I know what I've done, so I'm avoiding that. I'm backing it up every time I make a change, at least once a day. I'm going to back the whole lot up in a moment, I think. Not just from within WordPress, but from the site itself. I can do a full backup of the site. And then all I need to do is restore the first one and then add updraft in and then restore the second one. And in theory, I shouldn't lose anything anymore. Not sure my little laptop can cope with anything more than just plain talking to the camera. But there we are. What else is happening today? Elite was here at the weekend and she's made me a couple of dinners for this week, so that's handy. Chicken, potato, rice and carrot. I'm not sure what the actual name is, but it's nice, it's tasty. It's just when you heat it up, you have to let it all cool down because it's like boiling oil in your mouth if you eat it too quick. I'm not sure there's anything else I need to say. Do visit the website, billygibbons.me. All my links for social media are on there. You can do billygibbons.me/YouTube, billygibbons.me/Facebook. I've tested them, they are working now. If it's not working and you've tried it previously, you're going to need to clear your cache. Or eventually it will clear by itself and it will work. Or just go to billygibbons.me, which is working, and there's links on there. There's a contact form on there, so if you're having problems, contact me via that. I'm not sure about having logins and memberships for people, because last time I had logins, it really got abused, so I think I'm a little bit hesitant of doing that. Anyway, thank you for watching. I better get going now so this can process and upload and do all the bits and pieces in time for my meeting in about 15 minutes. So thank you for watching. Let's see if this works this time.